Now tune into the biggest ever. YMCMB, Tunchi Lee, Young Angel, Young Lion, man. Y'all boys get on the track with Onika Mirage and y'all still dying, man. What's up? We in this bitch. This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches. Seen more plaques than 2 brushes. Until I'm at the pearly white gates, I gotta move something, do something. All meetings happen in person, so they can't prove nothing. No, they ain't.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, folks? It's your boy Ryan Fraser in the building, Boxing Talk Up North. I'm your host for the night. We talking about the Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, man. It's going down tomorrow night, the Barclays. Shout out to the Barclays, man. It's been a while since we got a fight there. Now that I think about it. So shout out to Tank. Shout out to Roach for making it happen. And shout out to everybody tuning in, man. We got my guy Just Do in the building, Just Do. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? He always gonna give you a just do if you go over there. And then we also got my guy Oscar. Oscar in the building. Just Do in the building. Those are my guys, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody for tuning in, man. We're gonna talk about Lamont Roach, Tank Davis. It's going down. I'm not sure how it's gonna go down for real, but I think the question is for the most of us is how good is Lamont Roach, man? Like, are we giving him a chance? You know what I'm saying? Or are we just I don't know, man. We just saying he getting knocked out like everybody else, or what are we thinking, man? You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Lamont making it past 7.
Yeah.
That's just me. I don't know what y'all think, but I think Lamont Roach is food, man. I don't think he making it out. And like, I think what I'm basing this off is his movement, man. Like his movement within the first media workout. Because like I went back and watched fights obviously after that, but the media workout, sorry y'all, I'm watching that the zone card, that matchroom card in Canada right now. Derek Promleo is still he in the ring. He a good little middleweight. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is like Lamont Roach looked like he had his foot stuck in the mud, man. And like they say he's a boxer. So I went back. I'm like, yo, let me go watch some like Lamont Roach fights because I remember watching the Hector Garcia fight. And the thing that I forgot about that fight was after Hector Garcia got knocked out by Tank. So I never really took that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? I just looked at it like, okay, Hector Garcia, he's the champ. You know, Lamont Roach is coming up to fight the champ. But nah, man, he was knocked out the fight before. And Lamont Roach, I think he had a longer layoff though than Hector Garcia. But nonetheless, he was coming off a win. Like he wasn't coming off a knockout loss. So yeah, man, basically for me, that was like, holy crap. Like Lamont Roach won a split decision win over Hector Garcia after he was knocked out by Tank Davis. And it's weird because this narrative of Tank Davis has been going around a lot lately that, you know, after you fight Tank Davis, your career blow up, which is weird, man, because I feel like as a devastating knockout puncher, you know, guys' career would be in question. So it just kind of like makes me think like, hey, man, who is who? Because these guys is, for whatever reason, after they fight Tank Davis, they good, man. And I don't understand it. I'm not one of these guys out here saying like, yo, Lamont Roach is one of them ones. He gonna be all right. He gonna he gonna be surviving against Tank Davis. He gonna win the fight. Nah, I'm definitely not saying that, bro. I don't think he got a chance. And this is not me being disrespectful. This is just me being honest. Like, I'm looking at it like, man, Lamont Roach, like, you know, the quality of his opposition. And like we say, he lost to Jamel Herring, but he also barely beat a Hector Garcia who Tank just knocked out. Like that's a red flag, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know how Tank Davis and this Lamont Roach fight is really gonna go outside of the fact that I know Tank Davis is gonna stop this dude. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know what's around. But, you know, you guys can definitely drop your opinions. I'm just gonna post something real quick. See who's gonna win the fight. You know what I'm saying? Who's not gonna win the fight? Some of the fights, definitely the Ryo and Russell fight. For me, that's the fight I really want to watch. The Ryo and Russell Jr., man, because as we know, Gary, he's probably gonna be the biggest puncher outside Dallas Santos. Dallas Santos was a big puncher, but outside of him, that's the biggest puncher that Ryo's gonna see. So like let's see how that goes. And also Ryo is the biggest puncher Russell Jr. seeing too. So I think it's also one of those situations where it's like, all right, man, we're gonna see who gets to the punch first. We're gonna see who hurt who first. And I think right now I give Ryo the edge in that fight. I think Ryo's more experienced. I think he's the champ now. He got more confidence, but we'll see how he looks, man. He gotta look good. Shout out to Oscar. He says, in my opinion, it's going to be a worse version of Leah Santa Cruz, but still going to be a competitive tilt until it ain't. Now, you're right, man. It's going to look good till it don't look good, right? But I think Lamont Roach, he ain't got it, man. I don't know. Like, is he stronger than Frank Martin? Because, like, Frank Martin, we saw what he did to Tank's face. Tank face was all, well, I'm not going to say crazy, but you could tell that Frank Martin was landing shots in that fight. So now I look over at it like, yo, can Lamont Roach hurt Tank Davis? Lamont Roach really couldn't hurt Hector Garcia. So why do I think he could hurt Tank Davis, man? Like, I just don't understand. I think Tank Davis is gonna stop him by accident. Like he gonna be hitting him, and he just gonna clip him with something that he don't even think is hard, and it's gonna stop Lamont Roach. I just don't know, man. I don't know how Lamont Roach is gonna present real danger to Tank Davis. I don't see it. But I don't know, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button when you come in so everybody can figure out that we here, we live. They can come join the fun, join the party. Smash that like and Wolf, man.
Did not really fight her. Oh, big right. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Salute, shout out to all my Canadians that are fighting in Quebec tonight. Gatineau. It's on Matchroom right now. Sorry, it's on the zone right now. Matchroom. They got a card going on. There was just a stoppage there. Then I think they got Alexis coming on next, and then the main event featuring two Mexicans, I believe. So, yeah, Eddie must have had this day booked for somebody else, and something happened, man. Because I don't know how you got two Mexicans headlining in Canada, but hey, it's whatever. We got boxing on tonight, so yeah, head on over to the zone to support the Canadian card in Quebec, Gatineau. Small casino up there, but shout out to Eddie Hearn, Matchroom for doing the card up there. They coming to Canada more. Jake Paul, he doing the show next week in Canada. He doing the show. I think it's Lucas Body. Lucas Body's headlining. Mark Smitter's on it, and then one of my dad's fighters, Ricardo Brown, heavyweight, Big 12 is on it. So it should be a good night of boxing. But tomorrow night we got a good night of boxing. Also, man, y'all let me know who's gonna win in the chat. Let me know who you got your picks tomorrow. Oscar, you said March 13th. Yeah, Top Rank going crazy with the flyweights. Oh, that's the Japan card. I just saw they just announced a new card, Top Rank, and Top Rank has been dropping a lot of news lately. I saw the Abdullah Mason going to fight Giovanni Cabrera. I think that's a great fight, man. That's a good measuring stick. I mean, Giovanni Cabrera, I thought he beat Isaac Cruz on the Spence card, Spence versus Crawford. I thought he beat him in that co-main. And then, Williams Zepeda, he beat up on Giovanni Cabrera. So, I mean, it's a measuring stick for Abdullah for sure. Dude's a game opponent. And then you got the Michaela Mir card versus Sandy Ryan rematch is about a month away. I think Brian Norman Jr. will be on that card. So, hopefully he can get that unification with the winner of Stanionis and Boots, man. And shout out to Turkey Al Sheik, bro. He just added Tio and Arnold Barboza to that New York card. That's gonna be a movie, man. Down in down in Times Square. I don't know how they're gonna do that. There's gonna be a lot of security, I'm guessing, a lot of the FBI's out. But shout out to Turkey Al Sheik because this guy's out here making boxing great, man. And I don't know if y'all saw his comments. Let me see if I can pull them up. He was talking about Tank Davis and how Tank Davis was talking about Crawford. He's basically saying like Tank Davis is jealous of Crawford because Crawford's making more money in two fights than he's making than Tank Davis has made his whole career. And like I never really thought about it like that, but he might be right, man. Oh shoot, boxing scene got the whole thing here. Oh shoot. This is Cinco de Mayo weekend. I didn't even really notice that. Hold on, we gotta share that, man. I did not notice Cinco de Mayo weekend is about to be really litty this year. It's supposed to be real, man. Let's see if I can zoom in here for y'all. All right, let's go down a bit. Yeah, this was Cinco de Mayo weekend looking like this year in May. Yeah, you got the May 2nd, the Times Square card here in New York City, or there in New York City. Ryan Garcia and Broly, Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, and Tio versus Arnold Barboza. Day after Riyadh season, Canelo Alvarez, shout out to Canelo, versus William Skull, and I think Bruno Saras and Jaime Munguia running it back. And then the Sunday, that's in Vegas. Naoya Inoue versus Raymond Cardenas. Yo, Cinco de Mayo is gonna be a movie this year. That's for sure for all them boxing fans, man. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheik doing two cards on Cinco de Mayo weekend. And shout out to Top Rank for putting anyway on a Sunday, which is kind of weird, man, in Las Vegas. I don't know how that's gonna do. Maybe because they're gonna get the views from Japan. I'm guessing they're gonna put on Amazon Prime, probably pay-per-view for Amazon Prime. I don't know how it's gonna work, man. Nah, anyway, I don't understand. Oscar. Anyway, we gotta label him as a straight duck. Like anyway is ducking smoke. That man is crazy, man. He need to get stripped, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause this dude, yo, kick him out of here, man. That's what he need. Get anyway out of here. Kick him out of here, bro. We don't want that, man. Take them belts away from him. This dude out here talking about he active, he fighting this guy and that guy, but he ain't giving the guys they shot. You know what I'm saying? If you got all these belts, you see what Bivol got to do. Bivol got to fight his IBF mandatory if he don't fight a better BF. Or he getting stripped. David Benavidez, he at the back of the line. It's Callum Smith after that. So shoot. It's either Bivol vacates and moves up to cruiserweight and fights Jay Apatay or Zerto, or we see the third fight with Peterbiev and Bivol. Like, but man, I got off topic there. Sorry, y'all. That's what I do sometimes. Just made a mess all over myself. Fuck. But yeah, man. Let's talk about this Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. I think the first fight I want to talk about on the card is actually Jonas Tellis and J Rock, man. Julian Williams. I mean, how much chance are we giving him? I feel like he's been on a layoff. Let me go check his box rec real quick. I don't remember the last time I seen J Rock in the ring, but that don't mean he ain't been on these local shows, building himself back up. Like I know they just didn't pull him off the couch. You know what I'm saying? They definitely he's definitely got to have some fights in him because he's fighting a young lion in Jonas Tellis, man. Dude's only 9-0, but he's a puncher. Excuse me. Okay, J Rock's last fight was okay. It was in last year. Oh, man, he had a year off almost. Yeah, his fight last year, January, man. Okay, this don't look too good, man. I don't know how do y'all feel about J Rock's chances, man. I was thinking he had some warm up fights, had some more fights, but now I'm looking at his box rec. I'll pull it up for y'all. I'm not really a box rec guy because I like to watch the fights too, but I like to look at activity. when I get up on here. And what I see is this right here. He fought Gustavo last January, and then look at the other gap. His fight before that was in what? That's like May, April, May, June. Sorry, June against Carlos Adames, where he lost, and then before that was like a year removed, almost too, in November. So I don't know, man. I like there's a lot of inactivity here with J Rock. He's fighting like once a year. This is crazy. And Jonas Tellis, let's take a look at Jonas Tellis. I know he's been really active. He's fought on that Tim Zoo card, I'm pretty sure last time. But he's got 9 wins, 7 KOs. He just beat Johan Gonzalez on the Tim card. You know what I'm saying? Back in October. Yeah, back when Bakram destroyed Tim Zoo. So yeah, man, it's just one of them. One of them ones. You know what I mean? I don't know where we go next with those guys, man. I don't know where we go next with them, yo. Shout out to Against the Ropes, Yancey. Salute, my guy. He said, anyway, in Vegas. Yeah, man. Oh, shoot. I got my guy in the bill. I didn't even see him down there, man. Hold on, Claymore. What's good? What's good, Claymore?
What's
Rain, my
good,
guy.
family? I
Yes,
never got
sir.
on your show with you, man. I had to tap in, man, right quick and come build with you, man. I see you talking
Yes,
about
sir,
this card
man.
tomorrow. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm actually watching that DAZN card right now. It's on. It's
Which
in
one?
Canada, so it's Matchroom. I feel like it's a card they just had booked and they just threw it together, man, because they got Mexicans headlining in Canada. This is crazy.
Did not really fight her. Oh, big right hand.
Now they ain't Wolf doing it to it like that.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
But yeah, brother.
Diabolical.
Tank Davis, man. What we thinking tomorrow about Lamont Roach? You giving him a shot?
I'm hoping for the best, man. I'll be honest with you, man. Look, this is not the type. This is not the fight we asked for, but the fight that we have, right?
Yeah.
What's the best case scenario? What does that even look like? It's on Lamont, right? This is Lamont's night. Let's be honest. Nobody's looking at Tank. We looking at. I mean, his fans are looking at him.
Right,
But,
right, right.
I think people like hardcore boxing fans like me and you know what I mean? We're seeing if Lamont can make this, because it's going to be up to Lamont to make this a competitive fight. It's on him. The pressure's on him. We kind of know what to expect from Tank. Is he going to be able to do something? Is he going to be able to be special tomorrow? Right?
Yeah.
Is he going to be able to step up his game and show us something he's quite frankly never shown us before? Right? He's never shown us this before. But that kind of makes it interesting and exciting to see. Like, let's see what he does. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, he gets steamrolled, or you know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
Nah, man, I don't think Tank Davis I don't think he's gonna fight those fights we want to see. I'm kind of like, man, I don't know. I'm gonna sound like one of those guys, but I don't believe in him no more, bro. I just don't.
You're cynical, right? You just he pushed you into a cynical space where you got no like, I don't believe him, bro. It's just
nah, I don't, and it's not because of him. Now it's not him; it's his fans. It's because the way that they talk is like they don't care who we get in the ring with. So if your fans are talking like that, why are you gonna get in the ring with the toughest fight if they're gonna buy it anyways? So now I'm just off the ledge because I'm like, man, these guys will make up anything. Like I like Lamont Roach. I feel like he should be at 30 fighting against Ray Ford or Shockey Foster and those guys. Like, go handle your division. You know what I'm saying? You just came off a split decision win with Hector Garcia, man, after Tank knocked him out. Like,
right. And you only really
dealt with him.
One could argue like he only won it because of the knockdown in the 12th round. Like without that, you got a split decision with the knockdown. So knockdown is significant.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Off a dude who said he couldn't see when he fought Tank. Like, so I don't know how I'm supposed to believe it. And everybody all week's been talking about Lamont Roach is this fighter, but I mean, I look at his record and I
think Tank been talking like that. Most people have been like,
I was gonna say that it's the casuals that have like hyped this fight to a whole new height where I'm like, man, it's not even like this. Like, we're not watching the same fight. And
there's a piece of you ever hope like you just haven't seen enough of Lamont Roach fighting, and like maybe there is this other, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I always believe guys like guys can bring stuff out of them. Like if they at that level, like you want to match that level. So now you might do some things you never did before. But I think Tank Davis he's too high on the pedigree for Lamont Roach.
Yeah, I think more than likely that's the case, right? More than likely the case is that this is just a clear mismatch. Vegas doesn't have it wrong. I think he's a 16-1 underdog.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad look, you know what I mean? But look, the truth is I'm hearing he's breaking records at the Barclays. I'm hearing, you know what I mean? The fans, he has a one of those fan bases that are just going to support him no matter what. I think
Yep.
as boxing fans, we are probably in a better space if mentally we kind of embrace what boxing is doing outside of Tank and
Yep.
be excited
Yeah.
about that and just kind of like let Tank go the way he wants to go. Because it
Yeah.
seems like he's working his way on leaving. So we should just kind of like celebrate him on his way out the door, right? Like just kind of, hey man,
Right.
do, because otherwise we're gonna drive ourselves back crazy, bro. We're gonna drive ourselves
Yeah,
crazy.
we're gonna keep asking him to fight the fights we know we're not gonna get, basically.
I mean, what can we do? It's a damn shame, right? He's one of those talents, and his fans will never understand that, right? Because when they hear people like me and you having these type of conversations, to them, they interpret it as we're hating on him. Right? Look at them. He can't
Yeah,
do it. No,
yeah.
he's so talented. He's so damn talented. It's like you
Yeah,
just want to
yeah.
see him compete at the highest level because you
Nah,
just
man.
want to see him.
I've always like told people like he gonna be our Roberto Duran of our generation because he got power. Like it's gonna carry, but he don't want that. So I can't force him, man, and I can't keep coming on here beating the drum that I know Tank Davis is not gonna go on. So I'm just like, man, I'm gonna let him do him. He's not like my favorite fighters, and I just gotta accept that. He's like Leonard Ellerbe, he's an attraction, literally.
100%, and that this is what, the lesson that I think we can learn and the boxing space should learn is, and I think Turkey's bringing this, and that's one of the things I embrace the most about Turkey. People really don't understand like all the boxes that Turkey checks, right? One of the main boxes is he's going to pay you, but he's not going to pay you to fight a nobody. Like
Mm-hmm.
what happens when you pay fighters to fight people and you kind of hope that all of the money that Tank's made, all of the opportunities that boxing has given to him, that he feels some sort of obligation to give back to boxing something, right?
Yeah.
I'm living my best life. I'm taking care of my kids. I done moved my mom out the hood. Boxing's been great to me. Look at the fans, how they support
Right.
me, backing out the building no matter what I do. You know what? In this chapter, if this is going to be my last 3 to 5 fights that I'm going to be putting together, whatever the number is, let me give the fans something. They're asking for Shakur. They're asking for T or whatever it is they're asking for. I'm going to do it off the strength of the love I've gotten from the sport. But
Yeah.
like he's taking the bag and running with it, right? It's kind of like you gave a
Nah,
guy a
he is,
little bit
man.
of
He
money
is.
and he running with it. You see him running down the block like, hey, bro.
Yeah, that's him, man.
He just jumped in the car. Who the hell? He just pulled off. I know he coming back. Nah, he's not coming back, bro. You shouldn't have given that money.
Nah, he gone, man. He gone. Shout out to my
Yeah,
guy Oscar. He said, could it be the Hamza Shiraz situation where the step up is gonna be huge and not even look good? Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, when Shiraz stepped up against Adames.
Are you talking about like Tank and Lamont?
I think that's what he's saying. Is it could be the step up. It's gonna be huge, but not look good. I don't know, man. I just think Hamza Shiraz even and Carlos Adames is a whole different. Like that fight's more even, way more even than this fight. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
man.
don't
I
even
don't know.
think you can
I
bet
don't know if I would
the
compare. Yeah, I don't think I
money
would compare
line.
it to that.
Yeah. Nah, I'd say it's a little too wide, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
that was supposed to be
WP3.
competitive. This isn't.
Yeah, he said, accept Gervonta as an event fighter and let him continue his career the way he wants. Just enjoy the talent. Yeah, that's what we got to do. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, we got to do it. But like, we like competition in boxing, man. We love guys competing. But
I think the big thing though is with Tank is like stop charging us $80 though. That's diabolical. Stop that nonsense. Like, right? Like, okay, now look, that's another conversation. Like, there's one conversation was like, all right, let's accept him. But the $80, now that's kind of like a spit in the face because come on, man.
Yeah, it's not an $80 event, man. It's not an $80 main fight. You ain't even got all the belts on the line or nothing like that.
You're not fighting none of your contemporaries. The dude ain't even a champion in your own division.
Right.
It's just bro. We're not trying to see that. Especially, shout out to Lamont Roach because I think he catches a little bit of you know, he catches a little bit of some stray shots because it's like, dude, he's a 130-pound champion. It's like you should be, dog. I'm sorry, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I hate to talk about you this way, but who told you to get in the ring with Tank, bro? It's not supposed to be that way. It is what it is.
Nah, it ain't. He said, right, he doesn't want what we want. Yeah, let him be. Yeah, no, we gotta let him be. Shout out to my guy Z in the building.
Yeah.
What's going on, brother?
Z Pacino, what's good, fam?
Yes, sir. He said that's AI, not tech.
What do you think about now clearly we got the Rayo and Gary Antoine Russell fight on the card, which is probably the fight.
That's probably the best card or the best fight on the card, sorry.
Right, probably that one. I'm gonna be honest with you, low key on the low. I kind of have a feeling Jarrett Hurd versus Johan Gonzalez is going to be the headline for the prelim. Jarrett Hurd, I have a feeling that's going to be a real good one, bro. I'm telling you, on the low, I think that one's going to be one of those sleepers. Like, just remember, I told you it's going to be.
They can bang.
Right, yeah. Joshua Buatsi, Caleb Smith energy is what I'm expecting from
that fight surprised me too, man. I was like, I'll watch it just because it's the first fight, but that was arguably the best fight of the night.
Yeah, it was like, damn, go ahead, bro. Yo, man, Turkey is just doing so much for the sport right now, man. And the matchmakers, that whoever he's paying to be the matchmakers, I know he's not picking all the fights. He might be picking a main event or something like that, but the actual card, great. I mean, like you said, Joshua Buatsi on his own, he's cool. Caleb Smith on his own, he's all right, he's straight. We like him. But when they came together, damn.
Yeah, it was fireworks.
They gave us a great fight, man.
And that's probably a main event in the UK. Like, that's more of a UK fight. But it was exciting, man. It was definitely exciting. But I think that Jarrett Hurd, Johan, that fight's gonna be good because Johan likes to bang. He's got a high KO percentage. Like that dude has
35. What is it? 35 fights, 34 knockouts. I mean, he has like 37 fights or 38 fights. He's got like 3 losses, but he's got 35 wins. And out of those 35 wins, I think it's like 34 knockouts or 36.
Yeah, he's got a high KO ratio. I remember watching him on Pro Boxing, and I was like, oh shoot, this dude got hands. But Jarrett Hurd, I don't know. He fought against did he fight
Rosario?
Against
he fought
Rosario on that Pro Box, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So that fight right there, Rosario was really like slugging it with him. It seemed like Jarrett Hurd's always been the slugger, right? He always lets his hands go. But in this fight, he kind of was like the boxer, like I'm gonna hit and not get hit. Kind of, a little bit lackluster of him to a degree. Seems like he didn't really want to engage Jason Rosario that much. We saw what happened with Jason Rosario. He went and fought Jesus Ramos and just got beat like a war drum until the ref jumped in there and stopped it, right?
He gassed out, man.
He just couldn't take no more, bro. They just had to stop it. Like, I legitimately wonder if he's going to retire after that fight because he got punched so much. I literally think it was like career-changing ass whooping he took in that fight. But Jarrett Hurd, both of them, the last time they fought each other when it was Jarrett Hurd and Jason Rosario, it was a draw. I don't know if I said it was a win. It was actually a draw in that fight.
It was a draw. Yeah.
Right. So Jarrett Hurd, let's see what he does. Like, we saw what Jason Rosario did because both of those were big kind of moral victories for both of them. Both these guys were on their way out the door. I mean, they were there at Pro Box. Jarrett Hurd had been gone for so long, and now Jarrett Hurd's back on a PBC card, right? He's back on a card on a prelim, but the headline on a prelim.
He's still on the PBC though.
Let's see what he does.
I definitely want to see what he does. Shout out to my guy LA in the building. Salute, fellas. My guy LA, he cracked me up, man, in the comments. Shout out to WP. He says, I'm really interested in that Russell fight. Yeah, the undercard has some gems, but I get it. It's the price of the points.
What do you are you somewhere with that Gary Antoine Rayo yet? Or is it just 50-50 for you and that's where you've been with? Or are you leaning in a direction yet on that fight? I'm
leaning in Rayo. And man, I feel like Russell gets a lot of shots, man, but I just don't think he got I don't know how to say it. He gonna think he can go in there and bully Rayo, and the problem is he gonna get hit. I think Rayo's the biggest puncher he's faced yet, and he don't respect it, so he's gonna get in there and get caught with something. And I think that's gonna change his whole perspective of the fight.
Yeah, he's used to being a bully, right? Like he just always able to just kind of like bully, do what he wants to do, get hit. Still keep coming forward, but he says he's got a whole new attitude. That the Alberto Puello fight humbled him a little bit. He's going to start listening, and he has strategy for these fights. Him and his brother, Gary Russell Jr., are building strategy. So he'll go in his tool bag a little bit more in this fight, kind of acknowledging that not everything's just going to be a knockout because he's got 100% knockout ratio, right? So,
he does. Yeah, when he wins, it's by knockout, but. I think that playoff fight, he had a lot of defensive flaws, man. Shout out to my guy Doc in the building. What's good, bro?
Salute, Doc Boxing.
Yes, sir. E-Dub. He said Gervonta Davis will win 7-round stoppage. Much love from the boxing content creator to another. Guys, love your channels. Shout out to E-Dub, bro. Gotta check you out, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Salute to you, E-Dub, man. Salute, family.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I think Rayo, he gonna be, I think, sharper, man. He get a second campaign with Robert Garcia. I think he's gonna look much better. Like that camp over there. Shout out to Robert, man. He got a lot of champs in the gym. He got a lot of high level guys.
He's producing, brother. He's producing. Like the product is puro, right? The product is, he got that pink, you know what I'm saying? Over there, you know what I mean? He killing it right now in the game, bro. No cut. It's all real, man. Virgil, Rayo, Bam, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Even, I mean, obviously his brother too is a product of him too, Mikey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mikey,
father, you know what I mean? They got a good program over there.
Man, it's awesome because there's a lot of young guys right now too over there. So you got to know they in the gym. That fire's there. You got all those young guys just hungry, man. Just hungry. You got Bam Rodriguez. Virgil just came back from a big win.
Right.
So I think Ryo sees all that and he's like, yo, I belong. I'm an elite.
He loves the atmosphere.
Confidence now coming into the fight.
Salute, Doc Box. I think what we're going to see in that fight is if Gary's able to be patient and allow his opportunities to come to him and just fight this fight one round at a time, don't look for the stoppage, you know, almost point system status, you know, the shot may come to him. If he comes in there, and this is what it sounds like he's coming in there with, that's why I'm almost there with you as far as an agreement. He seems like he's going to be aggressive. If he is going to be aggressive, Rayo with Robert Garcia training him and us seeing what he did with Isak, I see him mixing all that up a little bit, but a lot more like it'll be like the Isak thing, but also the Chris Colbert 2 type of energy where Robert had patient, but also letting him run into shots, right?
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna jump in here because you got those sharp arms, so we're gonna jab it out, double, triple up on that jab, and we're gonna try our best to walk you into something nasty and change your mind. Hopefully, when we do that, sit you in your pockets, you know, and we can change your whole energy. And probably, I don't think it's gonna be a stoppage. I think it'll be a decision.
Nah, I agree, man. I think he'll go decision as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to LA. He said Rao better double and triple up that jab. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to keep little Gary away, man. You're gonna have to keep him away.
Stick that jab, make him take risks, make him get desperate for what, you know, make him feel the energy. Because I feel like Gary has that type of energy where if it's not going his way, he starts getting antsy. And I don't think he has the respect for Gary Russell, his brother, enough to listen to him when Gary tells him to chill. I think he'll go rogue. Probably like between like 5th and 7th round, he'll go rogue. And at that point, there'll be some opportunity there for Ryo to stick him with something bad.
For real. Shout out to Beamer Low. What's going on, Cuzzo? What's going on, man? Family in the building. WP3 said that's why I'm interested. Russell can't reckless attack Ryo because y'all said Russ will get clipped with a heavy hook. Yeah, he will, man.
And a straight shot too, a straight right hand, man, to get that boy together.
E-Dub, he said, what round Dr. Boxing does Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach end? Yo, I'm gonna
be real with you. I got an inside 5. No, I got it.
No, 5. Me too, man. Yo, Ness was giving me shit about that today. I was like, bro, he not lasting 5, bro. I'm like, yeah.
I give him 6 max. I think he sits there too long. I think he likes to catch shots and slip shots, and I don't think you're gonna do that with Tank. I think you need to get the hell away, bro. I think the way to beat Tank and the way Tank hasn't been beaten, you have to respect his pedigree and be like, I got to take him out on points. I got to win rounds. If you go in there with this, and let me tell you that whole DMV area, including Philadelphia, from Philadelphia, Virginia, Maryland, DC, they all got that same energy. They all look like they sparring heavy. The way they spar is the way they fight. Jerron Boots Ennis, Stephen Fulton. Look at them, Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? The Russell brothers, Jaleel Hackett. They all want to fight. They all want to let their hands go and stand in there, bro. But you know, when you got the power, it makes sense. You can do that. I haven't seen this power from Lamont Roach. His record doesn't say 25 wins and 10 knockouts. I think it is.
He's not heavy-handed. Like he's not.
Nah,
and like I look at it also too, like man, like he's not like Frank Martin. Frank Martin was athletic enough to move out of the way a bit to get away from those early shots, but I think Lamont Roach is gonna feel that power, and I think Tank gonna knock him out by accident. Like it's not even gonna be just gonna be a shot that clips him and gonna be enough to put him out, man. Because
Yeah,
he's
by accident. I like that. Exactly how I see it
yeah,
happening. Just yeah, yep.
it's not gonna be a real setup like the other fights where like Frank, we seen it coming. Rolly, we seen it coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those guys, I don't know, man. Even Rolly, he was just fighting off no fear, basically. He was fighting like wow. But like Frank Martin was winning that fight before he got stopped, in my opinion. So I think he had more athleticism, more movement. I don't think Lamont Roach got that. I never seen it at least. But if he could
I
show
seen
us
him in.
that,
Did you see him in the media workout? He's doing exactly what I think he's going to do. He's sitting there catching punches, counter punching. He's pivoting off his foot a little bit, but he's flat footed. He wants to sit on the punches. He's thinking
yeah,
about power.
trying to
He told Tank,
counter.
yeah, he told Tank to go get a pillow. What are you talking about, bro? Don't get no pillow, bro. Tell him to get his running shoes on. Tell him to get his athletic shoes on, bro, because he's gonna be moving around the ring all night, baby. You're gonna be scoring. You're gonna, if you walk him into something, walk him into something. But if you stand in front of him, I just don't believe you, bro. I don't think so. But we'll see.
Shout out to E-Dub. You said, yeah, that's a true statement, bro. They spar like they box. Yep. Yeah, some people do that. I mean, I don't recommend it, but
Because what happens in the gym. That's what they do.
yeah. Roach has that wide stance and gets caught looking. Yeah, recipe for the set. Yeah, man, for sure. Shout out to my guy, Define Henry, in the building. What's going on, my brother from Puerto Rico?
Salute.
Yeah, man. I just don't think he lasts.
He's kind of like Abdullah, right? Like he does, because Abdullah kind of has an issue too with the wide stance thing, but Abdullah has power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's sitting up in there, he's sitting on his punches, he's trying to catch, slip, and hit you back and not lose position. But he's Abdullah. He still needs to work on that. The next fight he has coming up with Giovanni is going to start helping him work on that a little bit.
That's going to be a real fight, man. That's going to be a real one.
They're going to be moving around. That wide stance is going to hurt him. He's going to have to adjust because Giovanni's going to make sure he moves. Giovanni's going to move him around. He's not going to be able to just sit there, punch for punch, catch a shot, throw a shot back. No, Giovanni going to hit you, move. And you're going to have to go get him and cut that ring off. You know what I mean? Lamont, that, I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll see, bro. We'll see.
Yeah, it might be a situation where Tank might carry him too. Like Tank might be like, man, I know I can get this dude out of here right now. I'll just, for y'all, I'll carry him for y'all.
If he does that, bro, I'm be so upset, but it is what it is. I think you just gotta kind of get used to being upset with Tank, man, because he might F around and do that for real, bro. It is what it is.
Right. What do you think about the Jonas Tellis and Julian J-Rock fight? Shout out to J-Rock.
J-Rock is out of his element. I had a conversation the other day about this, and I was like, who was Julian Williams in his best days? Who was he? He was a Philadelphia fighter, bro. Catching shots, slipping shots, moving around a little bit, but he's ultimately sitting flat, trying to sit on his punches and trying to catch you with something heavy back. Ever since he won against Jared Hurd, but Jason Rosario stopped him, he's been punchy, bro. He's been punchy. His resistance has gone way down. Jonas is just, he's going to catch. He fights the same way to a degree, except he's not as wide on the stance, but he has the same idea, catch and shoot.
Right.
Julian, I see him get knocked out, but I'm very excited, and I got my eyes on Jonas Tellis. I like him as a fighter, man. I'm interested to see what he does at 154.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be this is 10th fight, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
he's jumped up the line. He's fought good opposition. I think he beat Johan Gonzalez on that 6-2 fight.
Beat the piss out of him. That guy had the heart, kept getting up. I think he put him down like 3 or 4 times in that fight. Hard-headed ass man, dude, bro. Just won't go nowhere, right? Kept getting back up like motherfucker.
Yeah.
The ref had to just get in there like, all right, bro. It's not working out for you.
Man, that's why I think like you think like why the Jerry Hurd fight's gonna be a banger, because that guy not gonna give up if Jerry Hurd's piecing him. So yeah, man, it's definitely gonna be a Jonas Tellis show for sure. I think it's a coming out party for him, man. I want to see him and Xander mix it up. I think those two guys
to get to Xander. You see the Jonas Tellis fight and Xander is very Keyshawn Davis, Andy Cruz's energy, right? Where it's like you want to
yeah,
right. But it's like, nah, right now Xander's kind of like number 1 in the WBO. He's number 3 in the WBC. You got Sergey Madrimov, and Virgil right there that he could fight. And then, of course, he can activate a mandatory WBO and fight the winner between Sebastian and Chordell. I'm not looking back at no damn Yones Tellez, bro. Like, much love, but I'll see you later, bro. You'll get here.
Nah, that's true, man. That's true. And shout out to Fundora. Like, I'm glad he's fighting. I'm not happy with the opponent, but that's their own doing. They wanted Spence. They should have took the Crawford fight, in my opinion. But
they let that
now
play with their face, didn't they?
Now Sebastian Fedora is gonna have to face these mandatories.
We're gonna do it in January, not January. We're gonna do it in March, not March. We're gonna do it. Damn, how long is you gonna let that dude play with you, bro? We've been staring at them, looking at funny, like, what are you still trying to do that for?
Yo, that thing definitely got pushed back like 5 times, bro.
Yo, it sat him out for a solid year, right? Playing with it. They sat him down for a solid year. Like, what is going on? My sister done became undisputed. All kinds of stuff going on. I thought we was fighting, bro. What are we doing?
Oh man, shout out to E-Dub.
Relax, I got you. I'm gonna get it together, man. Just
right.
Give me a second. One more month.
He said Lamont will try to counter the counter puncher that has power. It's not gonna work. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep. And WP, he said Gervonta is definitely gonna carry Lamont. Yeah, I think so too, man.
It's gonna be ugly if he does that, man. I'm telling you. It's gonna add to the disgust of the fight. Brother. It's gonna add to the disgust of the fight, bro.
Yeah, man. So I mean, if that to happen, if he does carry him, like, jeez, man, I don't even know who he's gonna call out, man. He says he's gonna call out somebody big. Like, honestly, me thinking from his point of view, he gonna call out anyway. Like that's my whole. That's another money fight, a small dude.
Wait, where do we see that fight happen at?
I don't know. They have to catch weight though. That got to be like 32, maybe.
No, hell no. 32 can't gotta go down 128, dog. 127.
Yeah, or 28, maybe 28, maybe.
This kid is 122. I honestly believe in the way he's gonna take a loss in 26. I believe in the 126 pound division. I think he's gonna take an L somewhere in there. He's gonna find somebody who's gonna. You can't bring him up to 132, bro. No.
Nah, I think he's too small, and like I don't even think anyway should be fighting Tank. But I just feel like. I heard Barry. I think it was Barry Hunter say that, and I'm like, man, like this. They may have talked about this already. Then, like bringing another guy up. Raymond Ford.
Tank's on record in an interview saying that Monster anyway was too small for him. Like, nah, we couldn't make that fight. He's way too small for me though. So that definitely is going. I'm definitely going to look that up, and that's definitely coming out because Monster anyway.
Yeah, I used to think the same thing, but then when Lamont Roach started talking about how he was offered this fight 2 years ago, I was like, yo, man, like.
I'm trying to tell people about that, right? Because people are like, no, man, he's a champion. I'm like, that ain't why this fight's happening. He got offered this fight before he was a champion, bro. This ain't got nothing.
Trust me.
Like, that's right. He's a champion. That's not why he's getting this fight, bro. Stop it.
Lamont was a back pocket fighter the whole time, man. He was already talked to. So they already had that situation figured out. They just probably sent him a little bit more bread this time in the offer.
Yeah, nah, bro. It's diabolical, bro. It is what it is, man.
Shout out to Define Honor. He said, Xander's 22 years old. No need to rush anything. Let's have it with Brian Mendoza or Tim Tszyu. Okay.
No, hell
Tim Tszyu. I like Tim Tszyu and Xander.
Bro, I'm not going to be at number 1 and be back there looking at no. I'm not. Yo, listen, man. Boxing is all about sometimes opportunity, man. It is what it is, man. You don't get, listen, bro, it is what it is. If he does a fight with Tim Tszyu, or if he goes there and he gives a fight to Brian Mendoza, he's giving them an opportunity. It's high risk, low reward. There's absolutely nothing to gain in fighting those dudes. 154-pound weight class division is a hornet's nest, bro. You take your opportunity when you get it because you're not promised. Anybody can get it at 154, bro. Anybody.
Yeah, shout out to the WBO president, because if he orders the fight, you don't take it. He takes you out the rankings. I like that.
Because you deserve to be taken out the rankings, bro. Yep. Because what the hell do you mean you're going to go fight Brian Mendoza rather than go to be a unified champion? What are you talking about right now?
LA, he said, I'm thinking Schofield or Ryo if he wins. Bro, he better not call Schofield after that craziness. Bro.
Not only after that craziness, but he was already number 1 in the WBA sanctioning body, bro. You could have got him, and y'all said Schofield had no business being in the ring with him. He better not call him out and make that happen.
Yeah, weren't they clowning Shakur for fighting him? Like, man.
It would clown. I remember when I told them when I was on them other platforms getting cooked by everybody hating on me, getting mad at me because I'm telling them they were like, "Who else should he have fight?" I said, "Fight Schofield. I don't care. Schofield. What has he done? He's number one in the WBA, bro. That don't mean nothing. Yeah, he better not call him out, bro. The hell I got for that. He better not call him out.
Man, E-Dub thinks he's gonna call the rematch of Pitbull, man. Nah, I don't want to see that, bro. Didn't Pitbull just have a draw with Fury or whatever his name was?
Was it a draw?
I think it was a. Oh no, he won. No, he won. But I thought it should have been a draw.
Yeah, that was a good fight too, man. They were throwing.
I thought he saw gassed out the last half of that fight and was losing. Hey, he said, "Don't sleep on that Japanese snack pack." Anyway, can get up to 140.
That's true too. What does that fight happen here in the States?
I think it gotta happen here. You know,
Inu ain't doing that. Anyways, legit a bigger star than Tank. Legit, like a more. I'm not gonna say bigger star, right? But I'm gonna say in his own country. Yeah, you know, and I'm pretty sure he knows it and he feels that way. I'm not coming here for no opportunity to fight you. I don't need you, bro. I truly don't need you, bro.
No, I don't think man, I don't think Tank's gonna go anywhere. I think he's gonna do his fights over here in America. He don't sound too fond of getting out of the country, and I get it, man.
He's scared of judges.
He's a Baltimore legend, so you know you gotta stay home. Shout out to LA. He said anti-skull will go crazy. Yo, they find a way to pull out a fight again. You know, those guys are crazy. Nah, it's Ryo versus Gervonta before Pitbull. I mean, Ryo would be a better name.
If
it's up to you guys. Who does Tank fight when he beats Lamont? Shakur, man. If it's a perfect world,
I think Shakur deserves it, right? But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm becoming very fond of this Keyshawn Davis versus Tank Davis fight. I'm becoming very fond of the style. Like, you know, as the days go by, it's aging like wine. Like, it's just like, you know what, Davis versus Davis?
Yeah. I think there's more money there in that fight than there is in Shakur fight, because I think didn't Davis like do $1 million gate in Virginia?
Yeah, man, packed out the Scope Arena. You know what I mean? He had a great last year, you know what I mean? All the way up from Pedraza all the way up to the present moment.
Right.
Dennis Baranchek's been just great for him.
Yeah,
man.
And if you Tank, you look at it like unified. I get to be unified for the first time in my career.
Right.
It can mean a lot. And they could do that in the DMV area. Shoot.
And Shakur, not for nothing, Shakur, I want to see the Shakur fight, right? But he needs to address his hands. You got to address some things, man. Them things seem to be like they you know what I mean? You got to address them. I don't know.
Shout out to L-Dub Boxing, my guy in the building.
L-Dub, what's good? Can I hit the horn on him?
Oh, yeah, bro. L-Dub be dropping that news, bro.
Oh, it's dropping that. Count on it. You can bet on it.
Y'all check him out. He got a good channel, man. But yeah, man, I just don't know how Tank Davis gonna really wow us. I think we're gonna see the same thing we've been seeing.
It's on Lamont. It's on Lamont, man.
It is on Lamont, man. Lamont got to show us something. That's what it really is.
It's all about Lamont, man. Tomorrow night is Lamont's night, man. You know what I mean? Like, even the media workout, in so many ways, I thought Tank kind of like did that on purpose a little bit. Like, I'm just gonna let you have the media, bro. Build it up, let them see you work out. Let them ask you all the. If I walk up in the building, I'm just gonna suck all the attention away from everything, and I'm already him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate for Lamont, because I don't think he could do it, but we'll see, man.
Maybe Lamont starts moving around and winning rounds and boxing him, and you know what I mean, and just kind of like, you know, sit on his punches in certain pockets and, you know, mixing it up really well and winning rounds. Then maybe he can run away with something later on, man. You know, maybe if he can take it all the way to like the 6th, 7th round and have like 5 rounds out of the 7. Then maybe he can, you know, run away with this. Maybe he could, you know, just do what he has to do.
Finish line. That'd be nice. But yeah, I just don't think that I don't think Roach got that same boxing ability that some of the other guys have.
Yeah.
That can really give Tank troubles. You know, especially like Shakur and Dev and those pure boxers.
Split decision win for Tank. Is that a victory for Lamont?
Oh,
In real
that's a
life,
big
is
thing
that
for
how we
Lamont if
talking?
that happens. Yeah,
Are we
yeah,
talking about Lamont the next day and
yeah.
talking about how Tank's a hype job? Or like, how's that going to look the next day? Split
I,
decision. Tank wins.
I wouldn't call Tank a hype job just because he can't fall asleep at the wheel in this fight. You know, if
Right,
it's
right,
that
right.
boring, he can fall asleep. But I would look at it more like Roach's stock went up. Now, if he go back to 30, he really the man. So everybody got to
Right.
come see him,
He
or he can jump
pedestrian.
to
Tank is
35.
pedestrian now though. But Tank is pedestrian now, right? Like officially. Like Tank
Mm-hmm.
is like officially like regular. Like he's
Yeah,
lost a match. A judge had him losing a match. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
A judge was like, you
Picked
lost.
against him. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
you lost. You know what I'm saying? I know the
yeah,
other two guys thought whatever they want to think. That's their business. I got my scorecard. According to you lost.
yeah.
It is what it
I
is.
I ain't never seen him in that position before. So I mean,
Uh,
you know, you talk about Shakur fighting Paddy, getting a late stoppage, bro. You almost lost a fight. Like that'd be
and if Lamont does it boxing, if he boxes and does it, you know Shakur's a better boxer than Lamont. So does that put perspective on Shakur versus Tank now? Like, I know why you don't want to go to the judges, bro, because Lamont
yep.
is pedestrian. That's gonna make some talk about that, right?
Right, right. And it makes that whole talk of him talking about Devin not getting a decision over in Saudi.
Mhm.
Maybe he thinks can't get to Devin either. Like
You don't want to get
kind of
no in front of no
clarifies that.
judges.
Nah,
You know,
man. Shout out to WP. He said Inoue has more people behind him, but he still doesn't have the it factor like Gervonta. Nah, I get
he
that,
got the
man.
impact in Japan, bro.
Yeah, I
His
feel
bag
like
is
he's
crazy,
big over there. He's big.
bro. Turkey just gave him 19 million, bro.
Yeah, because he's
Paid him,
gonna come over to Riyadh and have to fight Nick
yeah,
Ball. Shout out to Nick
yeah,
Ball.
bro. Listen, man, he don't need nobody. I seen somebody saying it the other day, and I've been saying, I said it from day one. I've been calling this from day one. And I said it. You're gonna see these fighters look at Tank and be like, if you're not offering me enough money, there's no more pressure for these fighters. All these fighters were chasing Tank for the payday, bro. There's another way to get the payday now. So it's like, if you
Yeah,
want to act
yeah.
like too goody two shoe and you want to act like I gotta kiss your ass, no, I don't. I'm going. You hear how Keyshawn's talking? I want to fight light skin. Like,
Right,
don't
right.
get it twisted. I don't need to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Same thing
Yeah,
Shakur said.
yeah.
You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Shout out to LA. He said Keith and Keith Thurman. He's in Australia already, getting ready for his fight, I guess.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. They're trying to line him
Shout out
up
to,
with Tim Zoo.
he said the Roach is in the same position as Kid Austin was before Auntie Uncle pulled the cord. He got to show up and have a good performance, and he good. Yeah, that's true. He just got to look good, Lamont. Yep,
Yeah.
and that's why it's exciting. Will Lamont be able to shock the world? Yeah, I get it. We were excited for Kerr versus Schofield fight for the same reason as Gervonta versus Lamont. Can the unknown say the name? No name. Nah, but my issue with the Tank thing is like, okay, yeah, Loma fell out, and then your date fell out though. You could have re-upped on Lamont. Like you didn't have to fight him in March. You could have fought
Right.
somebody else. So that was my issue with that. Shout out to
Yeah.
Define Honoree. He said, Naoya to me gotta fight MJ though.
I
Nah, I
agree.
get that. Yeah,
I agree.
WBA.
And Nakatani. I don't think, he better not call out Inoue tomorrow. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I'm
Nakatani
not
too.
trying to hear that, man. I'm really not trying to hear that, bro. Like, I don't, and I'll be honest with you. I think Inoue's gonna laugh at him. Like, I'm not fighting you, bro. He's just too stoic. He comes from a way, that's America needs to get on boxing, bro. The way the international scene is treating boxing, bro. They're not caught up in that hype. They're not over there caught up in the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
in the fantasy nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what the
Yeah.
nobody want to fight you that bad, bro. Only the people over here want to fight you like that because we fans of you because you're over here. But most people don't see him that way. I don't think they see him as a talent. But they're like, oh, a tank purse, like.
Nah, I don't think I think you're right, bro. Because I think Lamont even said it in the interview. He was like, "Yo, the number was he's like, it wasn't crazy." And that kind of
He could have got
confirmed
the
it for
same
me,
money for fighting his mandatory. He said he could have got the same money. He
which
just
is
kept it
nuts.
100 and said the status is way bigger here. Like the payout in the long run, me fighting Tank, my career moves in a certain direction after that.
Right.
But as far as the bag was concerned that was being offered, he said he was getting the same offer to fight his mandatory for the Russian guy that we never heard of.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, he could have got that off Pro Box. That's wild, man. But that just goes to show you what Turkey Al-Sheikh. Do you see what he said earlier today? But Tank Davis.
Did I? Yo, I got a question though, right? So everybody always acts like Tank is getting like $30-40 million a fight, right? That's what they always like to act, right? That's how they talk about him. But I think Ryan Garcia was the payday, right? That was the
only
payday.
fight. Yeah, that was the only one where he did
right?
that.
Maybe Rolly, he walked off with a 10-15 pack, right? Like a 10-15 million with Rolly.
Right. Nah,
After
he's
that,
not making 30 a fight. Nah, he's not on that Canelo payday stuff.
So let's look at Terrence. Terrence made 25 or 26 or some kind of number like that against Errol. He's always been making millions of dollars. Rob Arum talks about it. He says the amount of money I fucking wasted on that dude, I could have bought.
Yeah.
He tells you. So he's always gotten his money there. Now he's about to run in. He probably got about like a solid 10-15 pack for fight Madrimov, somewhere in that direction. Now he's about to fight Canelo, probably going to walk off with a 50 pack right there. That's going to be a 50 or 50
yeah,
plus
it's going to be
pack.
50 or up. Yeah, for sure. Man.
He might have made more money than Tank, bro.
Oh no, for sure, man. He has. But like,
that was
an
inconvenient truth. Was that an inconvenient truth?
Nah, man.
Bro?
It was like, but like, it could have been Tank, man. I just don't understand. Like, you could have just told him, yo, I don't want to fight in Saudi. I'm pretty sure he would have put this New York event on for you, the one that Ryan and Tev gonna fight on. That could have been you.
Yeah,
brother.
that announcement just got made, right?
Yep,
right there in Times Square.
All his contemporaries, Ryan, Dev, Tio, they fighting in the square around Times Square.
Fight?
I mean, it's about time. Shout out to Arnold Barboza. He's been like the mandatory forever, bro.
He gave up the belt at one point, right? His last fight, he gave up the belt just so he can get the bag. He's like, I'm not gonna keep paying these sanctioning fees, bro. And I'm not gonna get a title shot. Then right after the fight, he was like, I know I gotta let the belt go, but can I get back my I earned it. Don't you think I earned it? They're like, yeah, all right, we'll put you in there with Jack Catterall. You can fight Jack for it if you beat him. We'll let you get back in there.
Nah, I get that, man. Your biggest bag, you don't want to give up percentages,
especially
when you're not getting the shot.
I don't see the shot anywhere. T.O.'s playing games. He's running around here calling out Terrence. He's calling out Jerron. He's acting like he's in the division. You know what I mean? Like, what am I waiting for here? I'm not gonna sit here and keep doing this with y'all, bro. Like, I understand what you're saying,
man. He said,
I kind of wanted to see the unification too, though, between him and Hitchinson, but I do think Arnold Barboza deserved it.
Absolutely. Define honorary. He said, right, let's have Inoue versus Junto, but after MJ though. Yeah, MJ needs a shot still. I still can't believe Tank fought Rolly. Yo, trust me, LA. We all can't believe that, bro. Made Rolly famous.
Rolly talked it up, bro. He got himself in that situation. That's a hustler right there. He showed you how to do it.
Yeah, it's a stiff business. Yeah, it's a tough business, bro. But you got to make the right decisions, and that's why I don't get mad about Tank, because I see the whole play, man. It's just he's Jared Anderson, but he actually producing results. He here for the money. Jared's here, but he was never here mentally. At least Tank get in that gym and work, man.
Oh yeah, what he weighing in at 133.6 or 8 or something like that.
He was well below, I think 32. I think you came in at, and I think Lamont came in at 35, which is
came in at 35 on that 30. And all the fans, what the Tank fans about to say. I don't get it, bro. It is what it is, bro. Nobody was saying he's a little dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They get mad, right? He told you he bigger. Like, yeah, but he a 130 pounder, bro. He just came up. I mean, come on, bro.
Right.
Beat up on Mario Barrios. Nobody's sitting here talking about size like that. We're just talking about contemporaries. Why is he going outside of, what I'm saying, what's in front of him to go get something somewhere else and have some sort of advantage, punching harder? It's just always something. And I think for Tank, the big thing with him is like, Tank, stop with the asterisks. You live in the asterisk area. You always give us a reason to say something, and then we're the bad guys.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It's not fair to us, bro. You put a rehydration clause on Ryan. You put a rehydration clause on Mario Barrios. You brought up Leo Santa Cruz. You brought up Hector Garcia. Now you're bringing up Lamont Roach, and we supposed to just take that shit and not say nothing.
Yeah. It makes no sense, man. And then Dev gets in there. No hydration clause with Ryan. Crawford about to get in there with Canelo. No rehydration clause.
Right, soldiers. You know what I mean? Warriors, gladiators. What do you think? What would you have thought about it if Tank had went down to 130 and challenged Lamont for his belt? Like at 130. Would that have went?
I think that would change a bit. Yeah, that would have went better for me, at least, because now I know he's sucking himself down more. He's sacrificing a bit. It's a little more dangerous territory for him because that's Lamont's natural weight right now. So yeah, I respect it a little bit more for sure. But pulling them up, I hate the pull up, man.
Yeah, it's diabolical, bro. You gotta. He wants you to just take that with a straight face, man. It's hard as a boxing fan to just sit there and
Yeah,
look at that. Like he says that to you, and you're like,
right.
he's
I
like,
don't
what?
respect
Like
that, bro.
nothing, I guess, bro. Why are you pulling them up, bro? I
Yeah,
don't know. Why you even? What do you mean? What? Why are you pulling them
right.
up? What are you talking about? What are we doing here? Like, I thought we was done
Nah,
with that. I thought that's why you got away from Floyd and did your own thing. And I thought that's what it was all about, was making these fights, man.
I mean, I don't even think it was Floyd anymore, man. I think it was Leonard Ellerbe. Like, clearly, that's the one guy who came over with him, and we still getting the BS, bro. So
Yeah. Especially
I
when you
think it
get the
was Leonard.
story about you heard the Pedraza story, right?
Oh yeah. He said Floyd was trying to set him up because he was
I'm like,
talking to his
damn, Floyd was
daughter and
setting so
stuff.
Floyd was actually trying to get him in the fights.
Bro, I always say to people, okay, if you don't fight that Pedraza fight, that's arguably his best win. Like, that's his
Right.
best. That's what we know him for. You don't get that fight, then when does
Yeah.
Tank take that risk? Like, at what point? Like,
Yeah, he was mad at Floyd about that. Like, he played me, bro, because I was messing with his daughter. I'm like, damn, that was a revenge fight. That wasn't like a.
I'll say Lomachenko should have been the revenge, bro. He should threw you in there with that dude when he was hot.
That was circulating as well. That supposedly Floyd was threatening him with the Lomachenko fight if he ain't act right. Like, that was supposedly on the table as like you know what I mean? As like your daddy. I'm gonna call your dad. Nah,
Yeah.
up. Like, chill.
Oh,
What you
man.
talking about? Chill, why you talking like that?
Oh, man.
These dudes,
Shout out to Oscar. He said Hitchens versus Sabril. Sabril wins. Yeah, Sabril's fighting an eliminator tomorrow.
Yeah, he is. Which I think is scary for Hitchens, because let's be real, we know he don't want to be in that IBF rehydration clause. He was excited about this Tio fight because he was, I'm gonna get an opportunity to get out of this. Yeah.
I hope he doesn't have to fight Sabril. I hope he can get the unification in before that.
Yeah,
he said, I feel what y'all saying, but so many boxers that pass without receiving what they earned, so I'm not longer critical when there's make decisions that are best for them. Nah, I get it, bro. I get it. I totally get it. I'm just a selfish boxing fan. You know what I'm saying?
Period. That's all.
That's just who I am. And I like competition, bro. And I feel like the guy should be competing. And I feel like you will be rewarded on the back end of it. Like, you put in that groundwork early, man. Look at you. Yeah, Terrence, Floyd. Look at Canelo, man. Canelo put in that work early.
Yep.
People hate on him, but dude, you look at his resume.
Errol too. Errol made it, you know.
Spence put in that work for sure. And like, those guys were stars, man. So I feel like you do that groundwork, you're gonna get there eventually.
Yeah, bro. Especially with Turkey in the game right now. I think it's changed a lot on the landscape for these guys. These guys can chase legacy a little bit now and go get this money, man. Yo, Ryan, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's about that time I go to work in the morning, brother. I just want to come up here for a hot minute, man. Salute, I
appreciate
to you,
man. Y'all let people know where they can find you, Clay.
Oh yeah, man. Claymore Rain, ATP Combat Meeting. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me put my little link in there if anybody want to
sure, brother.
check it out. If anybody want to check it out, hit the link, subscribe. You know, I'm going live tomorrow. Are you going live tomorrow with Ness and him or something? Or?
I might slide in with Ness for the main event. Yeah.
Right. I'll be up there with Blue Blood. Tomorrow we'll be covering it. You gotta plug me with Ness, man. I would love to go up there and build with Ness one day, bro. Ness is a gangster, bro. I like Ness.
Sure, brother.
I know them dudes. Y'all be getting cussed out up there by them callers. They be getting at y'all, bro. Like, damn,
bro,
ruthless.
They be at me in the chat, bro. They be at me, bro.
They be mad, bro. Why they so mad, man?
Yeah, it's cool though, man.
It's cool though, right? I like Troy. You know, Two Tone. You know, I love those guys. And Marco.
Shout out to Troy, bro. That guy's I love Troy, bro.
Put the word in for me. Let them know, like, yo, Clay want to come up here one day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That boy, send him a link. Tell him check out my product and see if he.
For sure. Like, Ness cool like that. I'm sure he won't matter at all.
Where he at now though? He done left Vegas, huh?
Nah, he's still there. I think he's leaving though. He's getting ready to leave, but he's still there right now.
He was talking about leaving. I see the background change and everything, so I'm like, did he move or something like that?
I think he had a fire at his house, so now his house getting all.
Oh wow!
They gotta I guess take everything out the walls, all the smoke out the walls. He was saying so.
Word. All right, family. Look, again, I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I'll see you soon, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for coming through, brother.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Appreciate you, Clay. Claymore in the building. But yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my guy E-Dub in the building. You know, we got everybody here, man. Who do y'all think is gonna win, man? And who do y'all think Tank's gonna call out? Should he win? Because I think Tank's gonna win. I think it's gonna be a fairly, I don't want to say easy fight, but man, I can't see Lamont Roach doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I can't see him getting in there and being extremely competitive, and that's just me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Oscar in the building. What's good, brother?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? Everything good?
I tell you what's going on. You're drinking Corona. Man,
You
what you
know,
drinking? You drinking that shit?
I'm drinking that poison, yo.
As long as it ain't water, I mean, that shit rusted you out.
Nah, man. Everything good though?
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Getting ready for this fight tomorrow. I mean, I don't like this $80 price, but what could we do? Shout out to Define Honor. He said, I feel bad for Earl Spence. Will be one of those cases where he is most remembered for one loss, man. Like Michael Moore and Wilfred Gomez. Yeah. Yeah, that Crawford fight was tough. The Crawford fight was, that shit hurt. He said, salute Clay. Clay's definitely fit for TBV. Nah, no doubt, man. Claymore, yo, he knows his stuff. He's good with it, man. I'm definitely gonna holler at Ness and I'll put in the word for him for sure, man. Ness is definitely good guy, man. He said, nah, slide through Clay. Not yet. What, Ness still alive? Yes, sir. Who you got winning? You got winning tomorrow, Oscar. Giving Lamont Roach any chance? I don't think I'm giving Lamont any chance at all, man. That's just me, though. Know what y'all think, bro. I want to see Jonas Tellis, though. Jonas Tellis is definitely the guy I'm looking for. Jonas Tellis. Want to see if he can definitely have a good performance. Said Gervonta will carry Lamont to the third of the fight for the fans and then KO him. Damn. Predict to call out the winner of Ryan versus Dev. Okay.
I don't know.
You gonna wait that long to fight Ryan or Devin? Because they gotta fight 2 fights.
They're in 147 though.
Yeah, that's the truth. They're moving up. Like that's what I always said when I heard Tank say he's gonna fight those guys now. It's like, bro, those guys are gone now.
Now I believe if he calls them out, now I believe if they want to say, oh, he's trying to weight drain them and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's possible.
Yo, you right, man. He might be calling them out now, knowing that they up in weight. I know Dev wouldn't come back. Ryan Garcia, I don't know. He might. Nah, he had to have learned from the first fight.
Not only that, he didn't even make 140 with Devin or Duarte.
Yeah. He never made 140 at all when he was there.
Nah, I don't see him going back. Honestly, who he calls out, honestly, we're not gonna be satisfied if it's not the champions at 135.
Yeah, he probably gonna call out Lomachenko. Lomachenko is he's gonna retire, man. I don't see him coming back.
Yeah, I don't see him coming back either.
E-Dub, he said not even punches chance. Yeah, I know, because Lamont don't be punching like that, man. He said,
No, he's more
nah,
of a
too
boxer.
flat-footed. I'm just keeping it real. Gervonta Davis will entertain the crowd, then end it when he wants. Nah, I think you're exactly right, E-Dub, with that take, man. Tank Davis gonna carry Lamont as far as you want.
Facts. You know what it's gonna look like It's gonna look like Conor against Mayweather. Like, in my opinion, where he can put him out. It's just a
Oh,
matter of
Canelo,
when.
Canelo and Mayweather, or sorry, Canelo and Khan.
Floating Conor,
Oh, Conor McGregor. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
or
Floyd
like
was toying with him, man.
Munguia, maybe he carries him out. Now Canelo and
Oh,
Munguia, where he
Canelo
carries,
Munguia. Yeah,
like you
yeah,
can tell he can drop him whenever he wants. He just didn't want to. Like
yep.
who else?
Nah,
Let me
you're
see.
right, man. He's gonna carry him for sure.
He has
Uh,
to though. I mean,
yeah, for his fans, because I mean, if he doesn't, we just gonna look at it like, man, what the hell's going on? Tank Davis? Yeah, how you gonna go? He can't go 12 rounds with Lamont Roach.
no.
That's worse than Shakur going, 12 with Padley, man. If he did.
Yeah, no. I don't know, man. I like I said, like I said, it's like Roach is in the same position as Kid Austin. Why do I say this? He just has to show up, have a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
good competitive round. Even if he gets put out, they're gonna be like, oh, but he had some rounds with Tank,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how
and he was
Isak got famous.
yeah,
He
and it
went
was gonna be
12
like
rounds.
that's not even his division. If he goes back down at 130, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he won this and was the best fighter at 135.
Right. But I don't even know if he beats some of the guys down there at 30, man. Like Ray Ford and Shockey Foster. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Well, he's
Not
been
a
out for a minute, right?
yeah.
When's the last time he fought?
Oh, Lamont Roach, Hector Garcia. I forget when
That
that
was a minute
fight
ago.
was. No. He fought against a hometown fight. Sorry, against an Irish guy. He said, yeah, just like Floyd versus McGregor. He said, stop with the current narrative. Nah, man, you just know how people are, man. We can't talk about Shakur. He got a stoppage. I don't even know how people are mad at that, but some people are because of the round. But I don't care. Shakur Stevenson hurt his hand, and he still stopped, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's very.
The
That's
electrician
to
was in
me,
camp.
Tank and Loma are. Well, you already know my stand on 135. It's the worst division in boxing at the moment.
Yeah,
Just
because the
because.
champions aren't mixing it up at all. Like they're not even trying.
No, not even like yeah, and not even the champions. Like the contenders, the prospects. Like right now, you
Yeah,
got
we excited for
Abdullah
Abdullah
Mason.
Mason. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
when they shouldn't
like the,
even like. That should have been like, all right, yeah, it's gonna be a build-up fight. But now it's like,
right.
oh, yeah, Abdullah Mason's gonna step up in caliber. Hell yeah, and
Yeah, I
he's
know,
gonna.
right? We're
Yeah,
happy
it's
for him
like
because we're like, man, hurry up, bro, and get to the top so you can fight these guys.
yeah,
Nah, no doubt. And like shout out to him because he said he'd fight Shakur or Keyshawn. So I like that energy.
and Abdullah Mason. I love Abdullah Mason, man. I'm high on that guy. I think Top Rank is moving him good. This year, they're finally doing what we wanted them to do with him last year, like step
Yeah,
up in caliber.
stepping up the competition. Yeah, yeah.
Oof. He fought who? Johan Vasquez, then he fought Manuel Jaime. Now he turned around in a couple, like what, 2 months, 3 months, and fought Cabrera. That like those are good step ups.
Oh
But he
shoot.
ain't slowing down, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, Inery, I got the link in the chat, bro. Just hit that link there. I'm not using the Discord, brother. If you want to get in. But yeah, no doubt. Like they're matching him perfectly because they're putting him up against guys who have fought against like higher caliber. Like Cabrera just fought
Yeah.
Zepeda. He fought Isaac Cruz. So now they're like,
Mhm.
yo, let's see what you can do against this guy. That's
I
good
just
because he's definitely gonna learn. He's gonna learn.
yeah. I just think, me personally, he now that he's stepping up in caliber, he shouldn't be taking them too close to each other. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. They're gonna have to like he can't be on that same schedule he was on last year. They have to spread it out
Uh
a
huh.
bit.
Like Johan Vasquez and Manuel Jaimes, that was a good amount of time that passed by. But Manuel
Hmm.
Jaimes to Cabrera, hey man, that's short. And
Actually, yeah, you're right. You're
these
right.
guys are
Yeah.
more experienced than you. They've been with some different kind of fighters. Cabrera went to Pitbull, turned around, went to Zepeda. You know what I mean? So it's like these are good guys. This is good opposition. It's not just bombs or
No,
tomato
no,
cans.
not at all, man. He said, "Yeah, Abdullah, Keyshawn, and Shakur are a breath of fresh air for USA boxing." No, absolutely, man. We need a few young cats.
Steven Navarro, 126. I would say that that's a guy that y'all want to keep an eye on. He's
Stephen
coming up
Navarro.
right now.
I've
Steven
heard that name
Navarro.
before.
Uh, Bam Rodriguez.
Hell yeah, Cromel Moulton.
Carmel. I don't know. He's been pushed weird.
He had a bro. His opponent from his 2 fights ago was just fighting on pro boxing. Just beat up on some dude. Get his name right. He was an
I,
undefeated dude when he fought Cromel.
yeah, he's nice. Like Carmel is nice. You know, he's very skillful. But I don't know. Like I just don't know how much that's got to do with the way he's being pushed and the caliber of opponent.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I think that's just the Floyd Mayweather
Yeah,
promotions deal.
yeah. I will for sure love to see more of him though.
Nah, real talk, man. I want him to be like Abdullah, like just be fighting all the time.
Yeah,
They should be pushing him. He's
I don't see
another
what they don't
he's
because he's
another
got
young
everything
cat.
currently.
I don't know, man. I don't know why they're not pushing him. He definitely deserves it though. Shout out to my guy to find Iron in the building.
How we doing, fellas?
What's going on, man?
I'm good, bro. Awesome. Um,
Who you
man,
got winning tomorrow?
oh, Sobriel all the way.
Oh
Tank.
yeah, Superior.
Um, the real the one that I'm thinking the most, honestly, bro, is the Puello and Sandor Martin fight.
Yeah,
Honestly,
me too.
yes,
Yeah, that's
sir.
going the distance. Both those guys can't really
That's
punch.
a chess match right there, honestly, in my opinion.
I think
Um,
Sandor. How long Sandor been out the ring? Though? I don't remember the last time he fought, man. I feel like Sandor got signed in top right. Hasn't fought yet.
it wasn't Tia, right? It was somebody else. Because I saw an interview of him the other day. Uh, oh man, I can't tell right now.
Yeah, his last fight almost 2 years ago, 23 in December.
Oh
Jeez,
shit! Because
and then
Puello just
eight,
fought
eight
Russell.
rounder. Yeah,
Mm.
yep,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Pollo he might win the early round pretty easy because Sandor will be shaking off the rust. Nonetheless, I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
a good fight though. He's a good boxer.
it's two southpaws, right?
Sandor Southpaw? I think he is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is.
That's always interesting, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's gonna be tough early on.
I got Rayo
Defeat,
winning, honestly. Everybody think
got
Russell's gonna
Rayo.
get him out of there. Yeah, I got a lot of faith in Rayo personally.
Yeah, I got Rayo winning too. I think Russell's arms being too short is gonna be an issue. Yo.
Yeah. I don't know what's the deal. What's the deal with Rayo and Benavides Senior, bro? Like they got Rayo was saying like a lot, like liar. I lost all respect, and I was like, damn, bro. Like,
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the whole context of the story is, but I remember Rayo basically fired Senior when that man was doing a corner for Salcido on Pro Box. It was like he came out
oh,
on the
against Chris
internet.
Colbert.
Yeah. He came on the internet and said him and Senior no longer working. And then I don't know why the reason why he dropped him, bro. I feel like Senior got him right to that point of the Isaac Cruz fight and everything.
Yeah, that was Senior was saying that. I saw a little like 3-4 minute interview in Senior, and then he was saying something like that. Like he didn't go into detail or anything, obviously, but he was like, I know that I did my best. I got him, and he said what you just said, about Pitbull and so forth. So
Right,
uh,
right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Shout out to Joe Barriga. What's going on, my guy? He said, guys calling from Puerto Rico. Yeah, that's the fine honorary, man.
Yeah, Caguas, bro.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, man. So yeah, you got Rayo. So you think Rayo should he start unifications at 140? Should he win?
Yes.
Try to get a Hitchens or Tio. Who else is the other champ? Well, I guess Pollo
The
Martin.
other one, exactly. Puello or Martin. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see the winners fight each other, honestly, on this
Nah,
card.
that'd be good. I mean, that's how Russell could get a rematch if he wanted one, if Pollo was to win. But I got Rayo winning too. And yeah, I want to see him unify, man. I want to see him get in the mix. But he's out Cruz and now Russell Jr. That's back to back good fights for him. Good names.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Go ahead.
nah, if Rayo can get a win streak going on, I mean, we're talking about him getting a hometown fight or something like that, or getting a main event slot.
Exactly.
You
Or
know,
maybe a co-main of one of these insane cards or something like that.
right. Yeah, Riyadh season. Shoot.
Yeah. If I'm Turkey, I'm keeping an eye on that guy. Even though Turkey's got his hands full with. Is he involved? He's involved with the Eubank and Conor Ben deal, right?
Uh, I'm not. Yes, he is. Yes, he
I
is.
think so.
Yeah, he's running that card too. And shout out to that card because I wasn't really caring for it much, but Eubank Jr. made it. He made it interesting now.
Oh, I'd say. But listen, in all honesty, bro, I think this is the first fight in a long time where I actually want them both to lose, bro. I can't stand either one of them, but I like Euban's father a lot more than I like Conor Ben's father, so maybe that'll
Oh,
make
okay.
both Eubank.
Shout out to my guy Edwin in the building, Round One Sports Talk. Y'all go check him out.
Round one, God bless.
Yes, sir. Smash that like button. Nah, that whole egg incident was hilarious.
You know Nigel Ben put his hand on his throat, bro?
Nah, I didn't know that, man. And shout out to Ben Shalom because he's acting like he didn't know. He knew, man. And then Eddie
Yeah,
Hearn.
bro.
I know Eddie Hearn talking like, oh, that could have been bad. It's like, Eddie Hearn, I know you went home and smiled ear to ear because you know that put another 0 on the pay-per-view numbers, bro. That added a whole different element to the game, man.
Hell yeah, they got like they were saying. I was watching a couple of interviews because honestly, bro, I think this is gonna end up being one of those that the promo is 11 million times better than the actual fight.
Yes,
In all honesty.
you're right.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Eddie was like, who knows? It was close to the eye. Give me some. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
It's the egg, man. See, my stuff crashed.
Exactly. WP33.
It was excellent.
100,000 people on the waiting list, bro. I saw them speak about this in
Dang, 100. Oh yeah, they're doing it in a stadium. So yeah, there's a lot of tickets. Wow. Shout out to them. For guys who are like B-level fighters, they're not A fighters. Like they're B-level guys.
Absolutely not. Exactly. B-level. But can somebody tell me why is this not happening in Wembley, bro?
Well, they probably didn't think it was going to be able to sell like this in Wembley.
Come on, man. I
don't know if they can move it now. I don't know how far Tottenham is from Wembley. I don't know if it's a big move or not. Because I'm thinking the same thing as you, brother. If 100,000 people are waiting in the queue, I might move over to Wembley to get 90 in.
Oh man, yesterday. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think who said Eddie Hearn? I think is what the one that said that everything's signed. Unfortunately, it's not possible. Whatever. But
Yeah.
supposedly there's a rematch, whatever they call it, clause or whatever. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's on Eddie's side because Eddie always puts in rematch clauses for his guys. Like we saw that with AJ and Ruiz, man. He had a rematch in there. So shout out to him for
Yeah.
that. He always does. He always makes sure his guys get their shot back, which is good. Even Dubois, he had one in there for Dubois for AJ. So I think Eddie Hearn probably put it in place. But I don't know, man. I just think it's gonna be like you said, it's gonna be
also,
all hype, and then when the fight gets there, we're gonna be like, ah, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, bro, because I always want to see a good fight, and especially for if they want to do a rematch, bro, it's got to make some sort of a sense.
Right.
But, bro, honestly, like if you ask me, like with my brain and my heart of hearts, whatever you call it, yeah, I think the fight's good because here's the thing, like they're already like putting so much out there, like Eubank and Conor Benn was pissed, bro, because Eubank threatened Nigel Benn, bro. Eubank said, if you ever touch me again, your hand you're not gonna get back, and Conor Benn was like, shut the fuck, Conor Benn was hot,
Man.
like
Yeah,
Conor Benn
like
was right on the edge, bro.
I just
And
laughed, man, because they're both, they're both sons of millionaire boxers, bro. They're all raised in, you know what I'm saying?
exactly. Don't give me that BS. Exactly.
Yeah,
And
we
that's
don't
what
need that tough guy stuff, man. We don't need it. Like, but I do agree with you, Bank. I'd rather him and Ben talk more because I do think like Eddie Hearn. It's kind of weird to see, but Eddie Hearn's talking a lot, and it seems like he's trying to keep Connor's emotions in check. But I like hothead Connor, but at the same time, I see what Eubank's saying. He's like, "Yo, it's about us. It's not about you, Eddie."
Oh man, Eubank. Yeah, I'm starting. I'm starting to think that this is the Eubank against Eddie Hearn press conference instead of
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah. Every time Eddie talks, man, he's. I don't want to hear you, Eddie.
Eddie can't catch a break, bro. But I just think that in the end, bro, they're gonna be both of them are gonna be fighting more not to lose than to win, bro. And with all this that's been happening and all that's left, I mean, in the end, they rather not, like they're not gonna go for it.
Right.
But I hope I'm wrong, bro.
Nah, I agree with you, man. I think it's gonna be. What's going on, my guy Edwin in the building? What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? What's up? Can you hear me?
Chilling, man.
I gotta
Yeah, we
go
can
in a
hear
few
you.
minutes. How you doing,
Uh,
brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, man, I was hearing you guys talk, and I'm a little tipsy here, and I'm texting. I'm noticing my text is coming out wrong, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like supposed to stop backwards and everything. But yeah, I just finished wrapping up my show, but I always love coming up and chopping it up with my brother here, man, boxing
Yeah, I
up north,
appreciate you, man.
and always sharing the love in boxing. I saw the topic and I saw what you guys were talking about. And I just wanted to share a couple things on that. First of all, with the Tank Davis fight, uh, I think it's going to be a good fight overall because, Tank Davis is like an onion and you just got to peel back all the layers to try to figure out his madness sometimes. Today was one of the things that I had to look at myself and say, if I'm constantly saying that I don't even think that Tank Davis is a real 135 pounder, in fact, I think he's a 130 pounder, then why is it that I don't acknowledge my very words and say that when they ask me, did he fight anybody at 135? Then I sit there and I think about it and I say, well, actually he did, because all these guys were bigger than him. That's why he had to slap a lot of these weight claws on them, because he was actually in a division he didn't belong. And then when you think about it, he is fighting 130 pounders. Didn't he fight Hector Luis Garcia, which was the 130 pound champion? Then he lost to Lamont Roach. Now he's bringing up the next 130 pound champion. So he does fight at 130, just in his own way. So I kind of saw what Tank was doing, when I saw the photograph with Tank Davis, Keyshawn Davis, and Shakur Stevenson, I saw how big Keyshawn was to Tank. Then I saw how big Shakur was to Keyshawn. Then I said to myself, then damn, how big it is Shakur to Tank Davis? No wonder he's trying to slap these claws on him, because all these big men are just trying to beat on him. So, I was like, okay, Tank, as far as the fight, these two men seem to be the same size, have a little bit of history. It might be a little bit, pretty good for as well as it lasts. I think Lamont Roach will give it a good effort, but you know, I think Tank Davis is just gonna catch up to him
You
in the
think it's
later
gonna be like
round.
the Frank Martin fight?
Yeah, pretty much like that. It's gonna be the same
I
MO.
can see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna for me. I think it's gonna be the same. I think that Lamont Roach is gonna really go in there and fight his heart out. I don't think that Lamont Roach is gonna take it easy on Tank. I think he's
Right,
really
right.
there to try to change his stars. So, as far as that part, I think it's gonna be competitive, but I think he's way out of his league right now. But at what I believe, this is my opinion now. What I believe a lot of people are watching the fight for is for Tank Davis' announcement after the fight.
Yeah,
And
I think that's
I
what most people
believe
are watching.
I believe he's gonna let us all down. I don't think
That's
he's
what
gonna
I'm
call
looking
out
forward to
anybody.
the most, honestly.
I don't think
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna call
agree.
out anybody. I think he's gonna let us all down again. But the fans are starting to push back, and I know that Tank Davis feels it in his pockets right now for this fight.
Yeah.
I even went, what was it, 2 days ago, and I looked up seats for 6 people, and it was available. There was multiple spots
Ooh.
for 6 people if I wanted to bring with me. So, guys, but we got some great fights on the card. Gary Antoine Russell and Jose Valenzuela. I like that fight in a lot of different ways. I think that Jose
Yep.
Valenzuela, if he's smart, he'll really
Yeah.
pick up on Gary Antoine Russell, that he doesn't change his cadence in his punches. He
Mm.
doesn't change his speed. Everything he throws is with bad intention.
Power.
If
Yeah.
you if you can if you can time that right, shuffle back just a slight half a step and get him to extend overextend just slightly, you can catch him just like Puello caught him. Puello taught him a real boxing lesson. He taught him that your brute strength and your pressure or forward aggression is not going to win you the fight.
Hmm.
In this boxing ring, skills pay the bills. And Puello taught that man a boxing lesson. And if I was Jose Valenzuela and I had Robert Garcia as my coach, I would take a page out of the way he whooped his ass and approach it that way,
Yep.
rather than approaching it like Isapepo Cruz or anything else. And then Sabria Matias is fighting on the other side of the world, which I don't think they gave him much promotion because of the Tank Davis situation. But I like that fight. I like the gentlemen that are fighting on that card. Santiago, he's fighting on the card, young Dominican fighter coming up. I
Hmm.
want to see more of them. Those guys kind of come up because that's where the future of boxing is. And these young guys, the Abdullah
Yeah.
Masons, the Camille Motons, the Zander Zions, the next wave. And
Yeah.
where are we going to be with boxing? So I kind of pay attention to those guys too as well. So
What do
yeah,
you
that's
think
what I got to
about
say.
Puello versus Sandor Martin?
Well, I think in this situation right here, the winner of this can actually call themselves the WBC champion. They're the two worthy top
Yeah.
opponents, which will solidify, you winning the belt, like if it was a vacant belt, kind of. You whoever wins would, because the way that Puello got the belt was because Devin Haney was put champion in recess, and he was elevated
Yeah.
because he won the interim of Gary Antoine Russell on that night. So when you look back in history, up until this point, you
Hmm.
technically didn't beat no champion for that belt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
under the pretense that they were two of the top guys, like 1 and 2, so to speak, and they're fighting each other, which will validate, I believe, in my opinion, when the smoke clears, you can call that man the WBC 140-pound champion.
This is
I
not
And
his
the
agree.
way
fault, right?
and
It's
the
not his
way
fault.
I think Puello, I think Puello's gonna beat him.
Me too. Shout out to WP. He said, I can't wait to see how Eubanks Sr. presents himself to this event. Yeah. He said
the
Eubanks
the
Jr.
egg
is certainly like his pops when it comes to owning the room. Nah, he
the
definitely
egg
is,
heard
man.
across the world. Oh, and Wembley Stadium. The reason why I don't think they brought it to Wembley Stadium is because I think there's an event on that same day,
Probably, I think soccer season's in.
soccer event or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that same day, and
Shout
they
out to
couldn't get it.
Major. Oh, you said he got Roach round 10 TKO.
Boy.
What? Okay. All right.
Hey, I respect it. I respect it.
Nah, me too. He said DraftKings payout 5K. Okay, you betting on it. Okay.
Listen, check it out, right? The other day I witnessed something in boxing that the reaction is what really opened my eyes. Stay with me. I watched Shakur Stevenson and I watched Josh Padley fight. And on that night, I saw a man really go in the ring on 2-3 days' notice and give it his all. He was outmatched, outclassed, and outgunned. But even though he was an undefeated fighter, that spoke more than anything in the world because nowadays our undefeated fighters don't want to take risk or chances. They want to be the Mayweathers of today. This guy over here from across the pond didn't give two shits about the he wanted to try to change his stars. And for all his efforts and for that massive ass whooping Shakur started putting on him, every time he got dropped, he got back up. And when I looked into his eyes, I didn't see any quit. His corner had to save him and throw in a towel. And when he woke up the next day, for all his efforts, they called him electrician.
Yeah, bro.
They called him electrician.
That's boxing
And
for you.
people laughed because he had a job and boxing was his second. And I wanted to remind the world, Josh Padleys of the world in boxing cover 90% of all boxers.
There you go. There you go for the goofy idiots
Yeah,
out there.
you're lucky if
right?
you can box
That's
full
reality.
time.
That's reality
All right?
right there.
Listen, and these kids today, they wanted to make all these memes about him. And I was like, look at this man. He really showed his warrior spirit on full display. Of course, he was outclassed. He didn't, I don't think he would have won with a training camp. But you know what? He went in there and gave it a shot.
Yeah, bro.
That's what boxing's about.
Yeah,
You got
bro.
a boat looking laugh about that.
No, not
Shout
only
out
that.
to Major.
I don't think he has to for the buzzword, stupid ass buzzword electrician. I don't think he has to go back to work. I think I heard him say that.
No, he doesn't.
He got paid enough.
That's how paid. That's how much
God bless
money
him,
he
bro.
got.
God bless
I hope
him,
so.
for real. For real.
Shout out to
God bless
Major. He said Roach fights showcase a comfortable and calculated backward motion, not a panic retreat. Remember that. Okay. Roach putting me on game. He said to miss Roach as a mere formally would be a significant miscalculation. Okay. He's dropping game. He said Roach possesses the combination of strategic attributes, backward fighting prowess, counterpunching, amateur history with Davis, and respectable power. All right, Major. And make him a far more intriguing and dangerous opponent. And the general narrative suggests, you true, bro. Shout out to the Major, man. He going for Roach.
About Martin Bacoli also.
Oh, okay, yeah, Bacoli.
Because on one side, so there's two sides of the coin here, right? Because first of all, this is probably my favorite heavyweight, right? Before Joseph Parker and still after, and all. The reason why, obviously, he had 24 hours notice if you discount the time that he spent flying.
That he traveled. Yeah.
So he had like 24 hour notice. But on the flip side, you shouldn't be looked that off. You shouldn't look that out of shape, bro. You're supposed to be like a top contender, looking for a title. So there's two sides of the coin here, right? So because I don't want to give him too much of a pass, because you weren't in camp. You were supposed to fight a Jagba. I don't know if it's May or June, whatever. Which, by the way, I think he's still fighting a Jagba, right? In May.
No longer. No
longer title eliminator, but I think he's still on for the Ajagba. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But
I think Turkey said he's still gonna fight him.
I think so. Yeah,
they probably just moved the date back.
They just eliminated the title eliminator or whatever status.
Yeah, they're gonna have to eliminate because the IBF pulled out.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
on the that's what bothers me about Bacoli. Like I know you're gonna get gassed, bro, because you're not in camp, so to speak. But at
Right.
the same time, how are you looking this bad of a physical shape, bro? You should be like right up there though, especially the way he's been talking.
He's a heavyweight
Right.
though. Those guys don't
So yeah, I just wanted to get that
technically
off
need
my
to lose
chest.
weight.
No, because Josh Padley was still in shape.
He was
You
in
know,
camp too.
no. Josh Padley wasn't in camp,
Nah,
right?
he was in camp. He was in camp.
Josh Padley was.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, I thought he came off his couch
Josh
on
Padley.
Wednesday and
Josh
was in
Padley
front of
got the
Shakur on Friday.
Nah, he got the call because he beat Mark Chamberlain. That was a Turkey's guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't in training. He didn't have a fight schedule, is what I mean. But he's a gym rat. He stays in shape.
Nah,
If
what I'm
Martin
saying is
Bacoli
he was
wouldn't have
getting
blown
ready.
up like that,
Just because you don't have a fight announced, don't mean that the talks haven't started, right?
oh,
So as
yeah,
soon as the talks get started, you get ready. Like you
yeah.
get
But
in
I'm
the
in
gym.
agreement with him. Martin Bacoli shouldn't have allowed
Oh
himself
no.
to
He
reap
should
the
have. Yeah.
fruits
Shouldn't
of his
look that
labor
awful,
that
bro.
much.
You look like Fury looked against Ngannou or something like that, bro.
Man, his arms
Yeah.
were so thick. He's usually thinner.
Exactly, and
You
you
move
have that
better.
belly, bro. You bounce, you bounce on your feet. How you gonna bounce with that belly, bro?
But
Hey,
it's
yo,
like you guys said, man. Like how many fighters get paid millions? You know what I'm saying? This is not common. So it's like when you
Yeah,
get
we
this
need
call,
we
you
need
gotta
to live in
kind of
reality here, bro. We need
yeah,
to
you
live
gotta
in
take
reality.
it.
Yeah.
okay. Here's reality, right? In the boxing world, I believe, even myself sometimes, well, in the past anyway, I allow myself to get wrapped up in a boxer's name and who they once were, like Errol Spence Jr. for an example, for a name. When we
Mhm.
say the name Terrence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez in the same sentence, it seems like everybody's little boxing guy goes up in an uproar. But what they don't want you to see is what's not fair as in competition. Terrence
Mhm.
Crawford jumping up 3 weight divisions. By the time he fight him, he'll be 38. Everything's against Terrence. When we
Yeah.
think about this Conor Ben fight and Chris Eubank fight, although a lot of people would like to see the fight, we saw the egg smack. Wait a minute. If I go right now and I look up Conor Ben, where's he ranked?
A
147
welterweight.
pounds.
Yeah.
Where is, you see what I'm saying? Chris Eubank Jr. ranked
Yeah.
Was
160.
he 60? Yeah. He
160.
fights at 68 too.
Right. And
Yeah.
when we think right, and he went down to 160 just to try to make this fight, right? Okay.
Right.
Here's the problem of reality. I've said all of that to say this. This is the reality of boxing. It's not healthy for you to keep moving up in weight and coming down. It's not good for your body. Just ask Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
fighters
Yeah.
like
I
them.
was just about to say that. Yeah.
It doesn't, it's not good for the body. If Conor Ben, let's just say he loses or wins, is he prepared to stay at 160 or is he going to travel back down at 147? What are
Yeah,
we
he's gonna
asking
have to
these
go back
boxers to
down.
do for the bag? You know, and the only person I've ever seen do some remarkable shit like that is Saul Canelo Alvarez that moved up in weight 5 times. Well, he does eat that special kind of chicken. But
Hell
anyway,
nah, man. Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran.
twice.
He's the
That's
originator.
maximum.
Oh, Duran, that's right,
Mhm.
bro. Damn.
Roberto Duran did it way more gangster than
Hell
Canelo.
yeah.
Well,
From
he's the
lightweight
Roberto
all the way
Duran.
up to what? Super middleweight or something like that?
Yeah, but that's
Beat on
Roberto
Iron
Duran.
Barkley.
Yeah, but you're comparing Roberto Duran on his way to the fight. He travels through a mountaintop, wrestles a bear, catches 3 salmon, cooks them on the way to the travel to the fight. You see, it's different type of man. Okay.
Yeah. No doubt, man. Roberto is different beast though.
Different.
Yeah, man. But fellas, I'm about to get up on out of here, man. Yo, Edwin, let the
Yeah,
people know where they
brother.
can find you at, man.
Yo, you guys can find me at Round One Sports Talk on YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and Instagram. Thank you. And yo, it's always been my pleasure. Please hit that like button for my man here. And if you haven't already, subscribe to his channel. Thank you for having me on. Thank you. I can't see your name down there. It's blocked by the thing, but nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's irony.
What's his name?
Define Honorary, my guy up here.
What's
I
this?
spoken with
Defy
you
Irie?
once or
Oh, what's
twice
up, brother?
before. Yeah, I'm good, bro.
All right, man.
Yo, the
Good to
Puerto
meet you,
Rican
man.
connection. Puerto Rican connection in the building.
He's Puerto Rican? Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
check it out, right? Check it out, right? Cause I'm having a rodent problem right now. So these little squirrels are outside of my house. So, you know, the Boricua in me, I had to go get strapped, right? Check it out.
You got a little BB gun.
Hold on. You think I'm playing? You think I'm fully loaded up in here? All right? I'm fully loaded. I'm packing right now. Okay? Relocking and loaded. Huh?
Oh man, appreciate you,
I think I hear
WP.
him right now. Where you at? Where you at, son? Yo, these
Good
little
stuff,
model
bro.
go guns, they be selling them online and shit for like Call of Duty fans and stuff. I built it. You know, we have to keep it silent up in here. Silent night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? yo, listen, my man. I'm tired as hell. I'm about to fall
me
back.
too, man.
Thank you for
God
letting me
bless you,
have me
Ryan.
on.
God bless you, round one.
No
God
problem,
bless,
man.
brothers.
Next time.
Thanks,
All
fellas,
right,
for
stay
coming
up.
through, man. Shout out to everybody for tuned in to the show, man. I really appreciate everybody for coming through. Smash that like button. And yeah, man, we'll be back obviously for the recap show, probably on Monday night, maybe. I guess I'll go live on Sunday. I'll figure it out though. But we're gonna do the recap show. And make sure y'all subscribe, man. I'm gonna drop my bet slips on here. I didn't talk about my bets much, but I think I'm going with Tank Davis 5 rounds probably. I'll give him max. But we'll see, man. We'll see what we could cook up. And I'll drop a little slip there, and y'all could definitely drop your own stuff in that community post. And yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The Discord link is in my bio. I'll put it in this video after I'm done, so y'all could join the Discord and the community could chop it up. You know, it's a good community there I'm trying to build. And this is boxing, man, the best sport in the world. So everybody have a good night tomorrow night. Shout out to Nestor Gibbs. He got Border Wars on. Shout out to Ness, man. He helps me out a lot. Good dude, solid dude, man. Got nothing but love for him. And he got his event going down in Las Vegas. So if y'all go over to the Boxing Voice, I think it starts around 2:00 p.m. Eastern. Go check that out. Support Border Wars. It's like local community members from the YouTube channel that are squabbling it out. You know, other USA boxing events going on there. It's just a good event for him, his team, and the whole community. Really, it's really cool to see, and I support it 100%. You know, all the guys who are fighting on Border Wars tomorrow. Salute to y'all for getting in the ring and doing it, man. Because most people just get online and talk crazy. So I appreciate everything that Ness does for me, and let's go support him. Let's go over there and support that man with his mission and what he got going on, man. Because it's definitely one of the most unique events in boxing community. You know, I'm talking about on YouTube, the Border Wars event. So shout out to Nestor Gibbs for holding that down. Like I said, the Boxing Voice, 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. They'll be going live with the Border Wars. So go over there and check that out. And then you can watch the Tank fight after. And we'll come back and talk about it on Sunday. But peace. Everybody have a good night, man.
What? I will slap you if you don't move this car. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you.